That's okay. 404. I like those numbers. Hi, Gigi. Whoop, whoop. Good afternoon, good morning, good late at night, wherever you are around the world. Forgive me, I think I'm going to have a Skittles. All right. So lots of transitions over up in here. How's it going over there so far? Give it a few, wait for people to come on still too. Yummy sugar. Feel calmer after the workshop? That's good. Can I be honest with you? After that workshop, I literally cried for I don't know. I had to cry really hard. There was a lot of releasing going on. For sure. That was intense. The after vibe of that one was intense, for sure. And I'm still feeling it too. And I've had some enlightening moments, as you can call it, where all of a sudden things just make sense differently. You're like, oh, that makes sense, right? Oh, I get it now. Sorry. Eating a little candy, keep my blood sugar good. Forgot to eat today. Whoops. And then I decided I wanted to go back to RBT and I have all these interviews. I'm like, whoa, that was fast. And the one I want is Monday. But I'll check them out. So. But that one is cool because I'll be working 4 days a week. And then off 3. I think I can do that. So I'm going to eat these Skittles slowly so I don't choke on live camera thing. Very carefully. Methodically. Calmly. Okay. All right. So, yeah. It was an intense one. This one was definitely intense. And I've been having to do some things. Some of it personal, but some of it also very much so for the collective as well. And I'm part of the message tonight, is about the twin flame journey and why that's relevant and what you can do about it, if that is the case. And this is what's coming through for me as well. It's like, just with a twin flame, you tend to trigger each other. And that's what it is. They are your identical self. Like they are your other half. That's where the other half comes in. It's a soulmate. You go through lifetimes usually together. And you trigger each other. And so it's super important now because we're at a point where we have to reinvent the blueprint of what love is. And so it's really about accepting each other, being completely open and honest with each other, and taking it to a level that's really never, we don't have lifetimes to keep going with it. And so it's really about, in the moments when you trigger each other, you have to be able to just shut the mouth, basically, is the best way to say it. I love saying that because I feel like the mouth is trouble. And a lot of the work and a lot of communication is done not here, but everywhere else. And so in those moments, I feel like this can get you in trouble. And if you can just learn to not be triggered, like just drop into it, like it's not easy. It's a challenge, and that's what it's all about. And so it's exciting. That information is very exciting. And the fact that it's going across the board right now is also very exciting. Like it's very real and it's happening all over the place. And I think that's pretty darn cool. So there's that. And it's about, again, letting in more love and light and connection. So, yeah. I don't know if anybody's going to come on tonight, but that's all right. If you do come on, say hello, hello, hello. I'll just kind of do a collective read for now. And so the twin flame thing is very, very, very relevant. For a lot of people, not for everybody. Not everybody is designated for that. Some people are already with their soulmate in this lifetime, but there is something to be said for the twin flame journey right now. And so if that's happening for you, it's about dancing in the triggering energies and moving beyond that into a deeper level of connection, because it's not even just beyond that. Like once you can do that and you can drop into that energy and just allow each other to just be and just, I don't know, it's just being nowhere, right? Together. Allow things to come as they come and flow as they flow. And it's like that card I pulled a while ago, right? Like connecting in that divinity way. Really deep, deep, crazy connection. But it doesn't just affect you. It affects the whole, right? Because we're all connected. And so it's very much important right now. And then I have that song going through my head. So I'm sorry. Gonna do the two-step. What's up, Greg? And Cowboy Boogie. Hi, Amy. Yeah. Come on. It's not even one of my favorite songs, but it's got a beat and it's in my head right now. Woo-hoo. So I'm sorry if that last missing person unsolved video offended anybody. It is what it is. I got to put it out, and I offended somebody, and that's okay. You know, like aside. I say 1, 2, 3 for the collective, please. 4 for the collective. 3 for me, 4 for the collective. Okay. 3 is my journey. All right. Ooh. All right. Well, I thought that just flew out, but we're going to take that one. Then we're going to do 3 of these. Hola, Pepsi Cola. I don't know why I wanted to say that. And Angela Bench, I was just thinking about you. Hi. Deanna, and let me try that again. The energies are almost unbearable, she says. Yes, they are. They are something else. And so that's what I'm going to tell you guys. And that's another reason I'm really happy I came on, and they're reminding me to tell you this. I had a visit right out of the blue. That happens to me sometimes. Not a physical visit. It was like Ashtar. And he said, ascension is upon us, right? Like, hold on to your britches, basically, but it'll be okay. And that's really what he said. Yeah, Greg says, well, you can offend yourself. So I did. Whatever I had said offended her. And that's okay. You know, it's not about anything other than she's obviously not aware of that stuff. That's all I can say. It wasn't about my personal opinion at all. It was just about what was coming through. However, do I deny that it may have happened that way? No. No, I believe in who I am wholeheartedly. And so I know what I've seen over these last 2 years. And so, you know, it's either you're awake or you're not. And so if that's either triggering her, then that's maybe part of her issue or part of her journey going forward. Who knows? Right? But to each his own. And sometimes spirit puts through on me to do things and it clears the clutter. I got an itch. I'm sorry. It clears the clutter, meaning now, hey, people left. And they weren't my people. Really sorry. I don't prefer to itch myself on TV. But then that means they weren't my people, right? And so it's okay. And, it's just time to move forward. And that's really how I felt about it. But if I do, I'm going to put on it like parental guidance. Parental guidance. Okay, the cards are just flying out tonight also. They're saying to use that one too. And they want 2 of these. So these are those high vibe cards. Gonna do the 2-step and cowboy boogie. Ooh, woo, woo. To the left, to the left. All right. Put it on your side. Oh, that one came again. Yep. All right. And so ascension is upon us. What does that mean? What does that mean? First of all, I'll talk about that before I look at the cards a little bit. I'm not sure, Greg. Hi, Donita. Hi, Amy H. Whoop, whoop. Everybody's in the house. Angela, I could do just an energy cleanse at the end. Okay. Even if I just set the intention that my words have calming, peaceful, energetic flow, and they allow you to be at peace and at ease and know that you're safe and guided and in harmony. And you're right where you're supposed to be. And that everything's going to be all right. What a pretty song that one is too, right? The most important thing also, I don't know if everybody heard the twin flame thing, but right now it's about connecting in love and rebuilding that blueprint. So in the last workshop that I did, Lemuria was risen, basically. They connected the blueprint and Lemuria energy was brought about, and Lemuria and Atlantis are a little separate, but the same, all at the same time. You can look them up. I never did really, obviously, until after this, like usual. But that was brought about, and so it's no coincidence that energies are shifting. Mount Kilauea was mentioned. I don't know why. I always try to say little things and make it better in those moments, but it was. So I'm just throwing that out there as well. I haven't seen anything since, right? Not a lot. And so I thought that was good. But the very least, the earth, the vibration of it is no longer the same. And so everything else needs to match it. And that's basically what's coming through. Tossed around in a whirlwind. And so what I would say, is that your vibration needs to rise. And the focus should only solely be on just raising the vibration, calming the energy, or being nowhere. Like no thoughts at all, right? Like none at all. Like my intention is just to be nowhere, which is also what I say all the time, which is what? Now here. Like I'm now here, but I'm nowhere all at the same time. If everything is a figment of your imagination, close your eyes and watch it figmenting. Watch it breaking apart into pieces. Like in a computer or a movie, that one movie, Pixels or whatever, right? Like everything's pixelated. And just imagine these moments, like everything doing that, right? Nothing's real. Everything is created here. And there is a lot going on in the energetic field. And as this earth is rising in vibration, things are having to go with it. Okay. Woo, hair in the glasses. That's some fun stuff. So, my hair is a hazard, you guys. It's a hazard. It's a hazard when I get in my car and I can't turn my head. And I'm like, oh God, I gotta get out. Anyways, I have to think about, am I going to get scalped? I got to watch my hair. It's redonkulous. But with the twin flame journey going on right now, it's about that blueprint of love and going forward. And like that lady said in that video I shared, she called them everybody that's dealing with that right now, like a chosen one for the blueprint of love. It's because they have battle lifetimes to be together, and they're usually together every lifetime. And that's essentially, and sometimes some lifetimes is just coming together to teach things, so they don't have to come together and be together necessarily in that lifetime. But that in the end is the end goal, right? Beyond all measure. It's about releasing everything that caused you to be separate from your other half. And once you can do that, that's like the love of the whole, or the whole of the love. I don't know how you explain that. And so that's kind of where we're at right now, is like we have to be willing to do that. Either agreeing that, hey, we just aren't we have to be in love, in extreme love towards each other right now. And that's the goal. And in order to do that, you have to be in your highest vibration. But this is with every relationship also. And if you're in a situation right now where it's not your highest and best, your body might start really feeling it. On top of that, the earth really is shifting. Like, you can look at it scientifically every which way you want to. I'm sure you're going to find some proof to what I say. But with that, like, our bodies are feeling that stuff. And so it's super, 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 super important for me as well to detox, to do those things. I feel like heavy metals are coming into play, something to do with the magnetic pull. And I didn't realize that until now, but that makes sense, especially with what I've done and what I know the earth has done and is doing. And the poles have moved and things like that. And so, heavy metals. Oh, and then they said that one of the new thingies that is supposed to be the cure-all has like metal chips in it they found. And so I'm just saying that. It's like, what? Like, what? Right? Like, what? Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Sean. Hello. Aw, Angela says, in the midst of building a house, been super stressful. Hell to the yeah, that's stressful, but allow that to be good stress and know that whatever happens is supposed to happen. And money is a tool, and albeit a stressful one at times, just call in what you need, but you have to allow it to flow, right? And so it's super important that when any of these moments are going on, we go to that core, really that core. Whew, mine's been messed with lately. That's all I can say. And we just allow things to like be nowhere. And that's the best thing that you can do. And that's how things pass, right? When we focus on something, it's usually something that bothers us or something we want, or when we're doing that, energy is not really moving. we're maybe sending out an SOS, but you also block energy at that time. Why? Because you're focused on something. It's just things aren't moving. The energy is going to that one thing, right? Kind of makes sense. And so that's the key right now for any situation, especially those dealing with somebody that really affects their heart space and they're feeling issues with, or something that's unresolved, or something is going on. Raise the vibration. Do your best to not use your words as much and allow things to flow regardless. Just simplify that. Like, you don't have to complicate that message either. Right? You really don't. You really don't. It reminds me of, in the movies, good reference points, where people would just like not say anything. You like have a whole conversation and then you walk away and it's done. You know what I mean? Whatever. Sometimes things occur so deeply, you do not need words. Words do no justice. A lot more happens outside of words, especially now. Like, have you guys noticed you're feeling things, sensing things that weren't quite there before? Anybody? All right, so what I'm hearing here is enlightenment is at hand. Enlightenment is at hand, but you got to do the work to get there, right? It might be a little bit like almost hard to see at first, but sheer growth and enlightenment is at hand. And then again, like coming together, unity, being able to see what's needed to see through clarity and choice. But that union energy is also at hand. But then also balance. grounding, like just having everything you need, having the support that's there, taking the time to allow, I'm looking at the cards, taking a time to allow things to just be, just like I said, to kind of focus within, to be nowhere and now here, and know that you're supported in that. And that gives your time, that gives your body, your energetic field, your mind, which is a busybody, timed to download, I guess you could say, what's been happening, right? To process what's been moving through, to think about what we need to do. Angela says she's aiming for mastery. Aim for now here and you'll have mastery. Everything is in the now here, especially mastery. It's the hardest thing to do. It's the hardest thing to do, to always let go and to always trust and to always surrender. I have to do it on a constant basis. Constant and in some crazy situations too. I don't recommend. All right. And then I'm hearing working on the night moves. Working on the night moves. Who knows that song? Let's see who can say that song. And that's funny because like I'm hearing Dreamweaver, right? Like things are coming in the night. Things come in the stillness of the night. So when we go to sleep, our mind stops and our body is allowed to take over. Our consciousness is allowed to take over. Our subconsciousness is, anyways, rather. And the processing occurs. We go places. That's not a joke. Strange things can happen. And if you have dreams that are vivid, it's not a dream. Trust me. It's usually a message. And so I'm looking at the cards. I can show you them afterwards. What this is saying is there's like infinite knowledge hidden within you. You're already connected to source. Like all are connected to source, and things are usually hidden in the stillness of the night. And that's where creativity can flow too. Like tap into that. Like if you're struggling, I would recommend trying to do things in the middle of the night. I really would. There's something about that. And that's coming through in this card too, even though it may not exactly mean that. But it is about mastery. It is about using your creativity to make magic. And so whatever it is you want to be in fear of is what you're going to create. But if what you want is what you want, don't think that's like impossible. That's where we're in trouble. It's like, I want this. Well, okay. Allow that to be that. I challenge you to do that. Challenge yourself to higher forms of like taking everything you do higher this week, right? Like everything we do is manifesting. I feel like that word is just so goddamn overdone. Like, yes, I'm always calling something in. Watch it, but we are. But take everything you do just a little further. Dare yourself to do that one thing that you're afraid to do. I challenge all of you to do that. If you can do that, you can win a half an hour reading with me. And if you can tell me, hey, the first one to tell me, hey, look what I challenged myself to do this week. Holy crap. Especially if it's way out of your comfort zone. There we go. I didn't realize I was doing that. Hey, surprise. Chance to win if you've never even had a session with me, whatever. If you can do something way out of your comfort zone, tell me about it on the comments after the thing, right, on this video. You have a chance to win a free 30, when I say that, expect 45 minutes, generally speaking, session with me. These sessions are crazy. They're much like you see on the lives, except I've tried to make those a little more structured. So when you get into the one-on-one environment with me on the Zoom or wherever it may be, things kind of roll, okay? And so they're not going to necessarily be limited, so be open to that. But if anybody wants to win that, that's how you can do it. Okay. So I'll do the same, right? I will do the same. Oh, I suppose I should check my phone to see if there's, hold on. So sorry. Good golly, Miss Molly. Do. My bad. Oh man, I'm like a radio tonight. How many genres have I gone to? Am I in the same era? What's going on here? What era am I in? All right. All right, you guys. So I don't see any donations that came through, so we're good there. So we'll just kind of do some So does anybody have any? I don't see Jacinth here, which sucks. I was hoping she would come, and I know she had questions, and I don't remember what they were. Oh, don't be mad at me. Does anybody have any questions on what's been happening lately, on stuff that I've done? Think about those as I finish out this little card flow for the collective. And then you can ask them and I'll answer them. But this is also about, like, this is like, pay attention to how connected you really are and what's really happening. Because only when we're truly still and we allow nothing to be everything at the same time, that's when everything comes through. That's when magic happens. That's when shit's crazy, right? It's, oh, forgive me. It's super hot. Oh. Gigi said she is out of town. Oh, she's out in the mountains. Okay. If you can find her question, I can even answer it too. Yeah. So Greg says when you sleep, it's the easiest time to do things for the mind. Absolutely. But that, because we're free then. It's like our thought process is let go. And what is just what is. And what's allowed to be is what's allowed to be. Like astral projection, astral travel. So that's what's coming through here is very real. I've done it. I've experienced it. But that's when two people are allowing these things to occur and they're in that divine sexual connection. Let's be real. It's a powerful connection. But this is possible impossibility, freedom, traveler, inner dreams. So these are very much so relevant right now because the earth is ascending in higher energies. So are you, every one of you. Anybody who's open to these messages have the opportunity to do these, okay? Just tap in, try things. I feel like there's a couple of people that watch me that are trying things. And so I don't know what that's about, but I have to say that. And also then we have gnomes, humanity, friendship, hard work, little visions. Changes to the foundation are important is what I'm hearing here and are also coming about. Changes to our foundation are coming about in a big way. And that goes with Ashtar's message of we are ascending. Hold on, you'll be okay. Okay, whatever that means, right? The earth is lit. The energy is literally shifted in such a way that you cannot avoid it. Like we are in no holds bar ascension now. Like we were inching, we were doing the work, we're there. Like we've crossed that threshold. Like that, I think the night I cried my eyes out. Like, I don't know. Yeah, they were on the Life of Jesus Christ workshop. What was her question, Gigi? Wait, what? Wait, let me go back. What was on the Life of Jesus Christ workshop? Oh, that's where she posted the questions. Yeah, I can go back there and answer those. I can for sure do that after this. And then we have worry in a box again, how to stay grounded. I have a tendency to do that too. I'm a single mom and I'm like, oh God, in transitioning a job again. I'm like, why is this happening again? The last one was really blocking me up. I couldn't even call my insurance agent. I'm like, what the hell's happening? So I'm like, screw this. And then as soon as I said RBT, I'm like blowing up with interviews. It's nuts. And so I'll take a raise and work 4 days a week. I'm good with that. But, I worry in those moments and I know better, that's not a good thing to do. Yeah, I just sent the question. Gotcha, Gigi. Had a little brain fart moment. Forgive me. But that's the natural thing to do, even though I know my bills are paid. That's what we do sometimes. We just want to make sure everything's all right. And so even in those moments, anything like that, anything like, what does ascension mean? What the hell are we going through? Like, why does my body hurt? Anything. Put it be nowhere. Allow yourself to play with it. Allow yourself to give yourself time to master those thoughts. Why not? What do we put so much work into? Why do we put so much work into everybody else rather than our own physical vessel? Because the best thing to do right now is to be able to allow everything to flow through. And the only way to do that is to be attached to yourself, right? So we have to allow ourselves to be attached. And if that means we have to cry, it sucks sometimes, we got to do it. And that way we can be in ourselves a little better. It's true, right? So all of those things matter. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Angela. Yeah, girl. I got you there. I understand, man. I was in real estate for 6 years. And building a house. That's exciting, though. I would just, learn to control those things. Like, learn to move those things. Learn to dance in that energy and just be like, haha, this is going to be all right. And allow them to fall away. But right now, I feel like there is some chaos no matter what we do. And we just got to let it be. Let it be. Let it be. All right, anyways. Mirror work. This is interesting. Look into a mirror and make a funny face, one that brings forth a laugh or a smile. Tell yourself that you are amazing. And say, I am amazing. And this is coming through a lot lately. It's like, it's not always easy to do that, right? That's a self-love thing. Like, I am amazing. Even when I think I'm not, even though I think I'm not worthy, even though I think I'm old now, it's like, what the hell? My whole life changed. I should be here. I should be really pretty, have my master's. I shouldn't have woke up. Like, what the hell happened? It's like sometimes things are not what we think they should be, but in reality, we're right where we're supposed to be. And all you have to do is be brave to trust that everything's already been guided. You are so supported in so many ways. And if you guys can just be open to seeing that, it's absolutely true. Everything that happens really can be very purposeful and manageable too. Like, you can do things. You have the ability and the capability to change things within your environment, to create the reality moving forward. Play with it all you want. I would just recommend play with it in a good way, right? Play with everything in a good way. Your intentions must be good. If your intentions are good, good thing can come your way, okay? Good intentions. Is it always just about you? No. Not a tostada. No, it's not. Okay? But again, allow it to also be about you. Is it always about everybody else? No. No, it doesn't have to be either. You see what I'm saying? So, that being said, I'm going to tap into a little bit more of what Ashtar said a little bit, because that was intense. I'm like, wait, what did he say? Sorry, I got an email. Anywho, I'll read that later. Whenever he comes forth, for me, it's usually generally something we should pay attention to. Much like the time Prometheus came through and he took my breath away. It's like Ashtar usually comes through only when there's something important to say, right? For me. I don't know about everybody else, but that's my general experience with him. And he said ascension was underway, and don't worry, you'll be okay. And I feel like with that, it's extremely physical. Like the last few days, I feel so much pressure. When I did that workshop, for those of you that did it with me, the pressure was extremely intense. Now, I feel like that's what the earth feels, and that's what everybody feels in some way, shape, or form. I don't think you can really avoid it. It's just paying attention to what's causing it. Some people saying, this is the time of exposure. I don't get into the time of anything, right? I've always talked about that. I don't usually like to say, hey, this is coming. But if you want me to say something's coming, then I can say, okay, something's probably coming. Lots of things are coming, but it's like little pops, and that's kind of how they're showing it. Little pops of disposals. Like, it's time to be on its way. It's time to be on its way because the vibration is getting too high. And you're feeling it. You're feeling it in every way. And every time something's cleared, Every time love is exchanged in magical, magnificent ways, it affects the whole world, right? It truly does. And so these are important moments to be had. And we got to hold on to those right now. That's where it should be. But it is truly about choosing what's best for you. So if something is not aligning right with you right now, no matter how scary or no matter what, you got to listen to it. You got to listen to it because you're likely to get sick or you're likely to have some crap go down, some tower moments, divine interventions, right? So who's going to play the contest and try to win a free thing? That's pretty cool. Yeah, worrying brings it. So worrying causes you to send out from the solar plexus. Like, have you ever guys noticed, for me, especially like when I worry, it comes from my mid-range. It's like in my gut, like I'm worried in your heart, in your gut, your throat. You're like sending out all these messages of, this is where I'm at. This is what I need. and it causes like a repeat of the same rotation, much like when we are in love and we send out that message of connection and flow, you get more connection and flow. You know, just like when we eat a certain thing, we want to eat more and you become a habit forming. It's, you know, it's just, yeah. Shit's getting real. I can tell you that. Shit's getting real. But the best part of it is being brave. If you can do that and you can allow yourself to do things a little bit differently than you might normally would, you're all right. It's really all it's about, listening to that intuition and doing things you might not normally would. And that's why my challenge is such, right? Go out and do something you might not normally would. And then tell me about it. And you might win a session. You might win whatever you need. Hell, maybe you can even win the healing wand if you wanted to, right? Like, who knows? Maybe I'll just do random giveaways from now on or something. I don't know. Participate. See, Gigi says she does a lot of intentions for her family. She's seeing results for that. It's absolutely that simple. It is absolutely, I want this. And guess what happens? You send that signal out. And if you want to manifest a person, it's absolutely possible, only if that person is receptive to being manifested. Because everything in free will, right? And I once heard somebody say, why is this stuff allowed to happen on the planet? Well, we have free will. That's the only reason. You can't just come in and do things in a certain way. And there was, I can't remember who it was that said it. He made some cockamamie reason for why that was happening. Like, why would God allow these things to occur this way? Everything was already put in motion in certain ways, and you can't go against free will. And if everything went too fast, we would have been in trouble. And the way things have gone, more people are waking up. The more people wake up, the more people get to move forward and ascend. And that's really the goal. And it sounds so freaking Star Wars-y. Even I don't like talking about it. And I'm the one that did a lot of the damn crazy work. But it is what it is. Can't deny that. So nobody has any questions. Worrying brings the results you don't want. Yep. Trying to remember what Jacinth said. I'll look at them and go answer them, I suppose. So, yeah, just if it's physical, emotional, it doesn't matter. Do your best to allow your body to flow. Where there's blockage, you'll feel it. Something will feel off. If your chakras are off, your outer world is off. If you're miserable in a relationship, I would recommend you move on and get in the flow. And don't be afraid, because I guarantee you there's better for you. There's a reason for it. Okay? It's a double-edged sword of intuition. Yeah. I mean, is it a double-edged sword, though? Like, or is that something we need to, like, move away from? Because I do this, too. I'm so sensitive. But I have to learn to, if you want to master anything, learn to master our own emotions. It's very difficult and it's key, especially going forward right now in relationships. Jeez, what is going on there? And things like that. And also pay attention to things coming through differently. So today when I got that message or that visit or whatever you want to call it, it came through a different way. And I don't think it came through a different way. I think I tuned in a different way. I was willing to listen in a different way. I was willing to pay attention in a different way. And I think that's super important for everybody. With everything, including what people say and how to navigate situations. Because if you can do that, you'll find the correct way in everything, right? Like, seriously. All right. And then right now it is best to take the path of least resistance. Take the path that feels good to your soul, no matter what that is, no matter what. And that's what I'm doing. Going back to what I'm good at, even if it's physically challenging. And so these two just fell out. Again, the 2-2, 12, 23. Fortune wheel. So situations are reversing. Situations are changing. Things are moving. Luck and right timing. You know, it's all about allowing things to do that. And that way they happen. So here's the thing about manifesting. Have you guys ever noticed how you send things out, or even with people, right? Like, I want this person, and all of a sudden they randomly pop in your head. Or what you want to manifest, you all of a sudden randomly start thinking about. In those moments, if you direct the energy in the right way, you're doing a good deed for what you're manifesting, or for the person that they're, because generally speaking, there's something going on with that thing energetically, and you're connecting, you're tuning in. And those are opportunities for you to go, okay, well, I want to make sure I send good thoughts this way. I want to make sure I'm making sure that nothing's going awry, right? Or if it's a person, I'm going to send kisses their way, or even just light, right? Anything, whatever it is, doesn't have to be a kiss, just light to their heart, whatever it may be. Healing, whatever the case may be for the person that all of a sudden you want to, whatever. But that's also part of that, okay? And this is also what this kind of saying, Dragon's Hoard, protecting the future. Is there's a lot going on. There's a lot of transitioning at hand. And it's super important to kind of protect that energetic field, internal and external right now as well. But this also goes with what I said prior. But just know that the wheels are turning, right? Like, what was once up will be down. What was once seen will now come around. Like fully, completely. So yeah, right now it's super important. Well, I think with that, I think it's kind of too just about everything is so malleable right now. Like, everything is in your hands in such a way we've never really had before. And I don't think people realize that. Like, I am watching it happen. I literally write something down and then I have it. It is that right now. And so you if it's a possibility, and so you just make sure you are choosing the correct energy, the correct vibe, the correct thoughts, the correct words. How do we block and keep others in? So that's absolutely good question. So literally put that person in a bubble outside of your own. It's silly, but it works. It's a really good way of doing it. Like, put them in a bubble, put you in a bubble, and imagine that they cannot get to you. You can take it to the extreme and do the lightning strike one that I taught you, and that can cause major movement. So beware, you might actually see that person removed from your existence. Not in such a bad way to where like they die, but things shift in those situations, right? If they're meant to. So just be careful what you ask for, right? But set the intention that you're protected from this person. You can even just say, you know what, they cannot affect me. This person cannot affect me. This person doesn't affect me anymore. The better way to do it also too is imagine them in front of you filled with love and light, and like they're just a silly goose right now, right? Make it silly. It's just that they're seeing things from an opposite side of the coin, and once they flip it, they'll be all right, right? Like, just make it that simple, but that they can affect you. literally, and then just kind of clean yourself. Okay. And so, well, no wonder I was thinking you needed to quit your job. I think that's been coming through. And I've thought about you. I thought about Angela lately. There's been a lot of people crossing my mind at random moments, which means there's a lot of movement going on for me, generally speaking. For those that are around me and that have their energy intertwined and things like that, right? Like I can feel things like that. And generally speaking, it just represents movement and disposal and like shit's real. Like it's happening. I don't know what else to tell you other than we've got to kind of just navigate the best we can. And at least if it's not time yet, start opening up the thought processes to that, right? Yep, Angela resigned June 25th. Yep, see? Yeah, and that's the thing is I try to get out of what I'm good at and do something else at home and kind of be selfish about it. And it's not good. Like my healing stuff wasn't flowing. Things were not flowing. It was just not conducive to who I am. It was not working because you got to do what's best for you right now at in every moment, either in relationships, in honesty and truth, careers, the way you take care of your physical vessel right now. We got to try to do the best decision. Like, okay, well, I usually do this. I'm going to try this for today and take it moment by moment. You guys think I don't struggle? Forget it. Like I'm so not, I got a lot to work on too. Yeah, the energy is very negative there, but it's more than that too, Amy. So there's more than that going on. And I don't like to talk about stuff that's going on right now because one, I've already gotten in trouble. Two, I already offended somebody with the last video, so hope to God she doesn't come after my YouTube channel now, right? Three, like we have to be careful with what we say. So like that thing is changing people. Like those things that are going around, the cure-all, it's not the cure-all, it's the end-all. Whatever you want to call it. This foreign object they're putting in you, we really don't understand, but everybody thinks they do. It's changing things too. And if you don't believe me, sit for a while in an environment where they were one way before and watch what happens after for some time. Tell me things don't change. They are across the board. Things are shifting in so many ways across the board. It doesn't matter. It can be that. It can be because of something else. It can be because of politics that just don't work anymore. Like it's true. Everything is shifting across the board. And either we are willing to shift with it or we can be in trouble, right? And it's like layered, right, Amy? It's like layered. It's multiple reasons. Some people are going there and you're going over here. And so I saw that Lee Carroll guy. I know some of you have mentioned you watch him. He has come along. Like he has definitely been saying some really accurate high vibe things. I think I have his name right. But he mentioned never has it been throughout history. And I loved the way he said it. I hope I can do it justice. Never has it been throughout history where you can stand next to somebody. And I told you guys this was going to happen. You may even wake up to somebody and not know who they are anymore. But never has it been that you can stand next to somebody and be in two different worlds at the same time. You guys notice that? Have you noticed that all of a sudden you just not connecting with that person? They just don't seem to be in the same world you are anymore. It's very real. All right. And so there's a lot going on. Yeah. And so, Amy, I worry about that too. So in the line of field that I'm in too, and that's why I started going at home and I hated it. Like it was a sucky job. And I'm not helping people anymore in the way that I see. It's like not conducive. But it's like some of the companies, that do what I do in the field of psychology, in the field of working with the kiddos, especially special needs kiddos, are requiring them now. And I'm like, we about to go rounds. Yeah. Yeah. Talk about the negative. It gives it power or energy. Yes and no. So sometimes we got to talk about it to release it a little bit, right? I think it depends on how we talk. The intentionality of everything is everything. Your intentionality of everything is everything. Like I don't, that's what's up. Yep. One day is great. The next is off the charts. Absolutely. That's energy fluctuations too. That's the earth too. Like, you guys realize you're literally sitting on a planet that was not moving in its normal way. Like at all. Science will show you that. Look at it. Research it up. Don't believe me. Do your research. But it was like literally moving in a weird way. And our bodies were all sitting here going, why do it's like it's okay that we don't feel normal and that our emotions are like this and that and this and that. And we're constantly releasing. We're constantly not knowing what's going on. And that's where self-conscious control, conscious tracking, like I've been teaching you guys all this time. How do I take my focus and place it somewhere else? You can make it simple as simple as simple. I'm going to think about my damn elbow for an hour. I like the butt because it makes me laugh. I'm thinking about my butt cheek right now. About the right one or the left one? Well, I don't know. Anyways, like see, like that. And there went my conscious to that, right? And then my vibe kind of got silly. And so you see what I mean? It's like as simple as that. And it's not easy, but it is. So the more you do it, the easier it gets. If you can be like heated with somebody, you can look at them and go, you know, I love you. Like, watch everything melt away. Angela, yes, I'll agree with you there. There's a lot of not so great energy floating about. Remember me talking about that too? It's like a bunch of, I almost said testicles. And I just told you anyways, so I just slipped it anyways. But not testicles, tentacles flying around trying to knock the shit out of everybody. And that's really kind of what's happening. And it's happening all across the board. It's like a whole bunch of shit is just going, flah, flah. And either you can choose to play or not to play. Now, that is the question. Do you choose to play in higher vibe energies? High vibe, high vibe. Is that backwards? Sorry, it says high vibe. Or do you choose to play in that fear, right? And so that's why that's worry in a box. I'm going to put it in a box and be on my way. Let's just make that song up. Hey, hey. Amy H says she's going to get a healing from me soon. Well, who's going to play the game? Who wants to win something? All you have to do is go out of your comfort zone. I know if you lie, you know, I could probably feel that. So that may not work. We could play a game. Do you guys want to play a game for a contest? I'm good with that too. Like, we can make it so much fun. I love those guessing games. If you guys want to do that, like, it don't matter to me. Pick a thing, pick a contest. How about you guys design a contest? Let's go that way. I like them apples. Damn, Gina, that's beautiful. You guys design the contest and we'll play. And you know, it can be anybody. I don't care. Anybody can play. Yeah, let's do it. See? No playing the Matrix here. That's right. I'm taking charge of my shit, man. Let me tell you. I don't care. And then I'm like seeing the outcomes I want. Well, I don't like this shit. This shit's a little expensive. So guess what? I'm going to have it paid off in like no time flat. Watch me. Right? Pick a crystal game. We do pick a crystal. Like, what crystal am I holding type of thing? Is this a amethyst? Is this a... Or we could do like an object. And I loved those games. Those were fun. Those were a lot of fun. And that's when I realized I was psychic. I was like, oh, shit, I guess what's in the box. Oh, I was like, what happened? How did I do that? What does that mean? Stupid. Yes. Okay. Cool. All right. I'm down. That's one vote for that. Yay. I mean, and anybody can play. All you have to do is play. You don't have to be right. It's putting yourself out there and going out of your comfort zone, isn't it? Right? Like, or something. I don't know. Amy D says yes. See, I like this. See, you've got two. Another yes. All right, cool. I like this. We'll do like pick a game ones. We'll do like you guys pick your contest and I'll just play. That's fun. I like that. Genius. 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 I do like that. So, all right, let's see. Trying to think, what else do we need to do here? So I'm going to do a little something. Okay, I was going to do maybe a guided meditation, but I think I'm just going to do it now. And I think it's beneficial. Beneficial? Is that a word? Beneficial. What two words did I just put there? Beneficial. All right, you deal with that one. I'll be on my way. It's funny too, because this is regarding a word coming through. But the word coming through for the collective, it was like, what do I need to do for meditation? Because I feel like people need that. And the word that came through was serendipity. Amy H says, that's fine. Sweet. Okay, so we're going to do a contest. And I will probably come on this weekend and we'll do it. And we'll pick a winner the next day or whatever for another free reading. Okay. So we'll come on Saturday and we'll do that. We'll play. We'll do the game live. I think that'll be fun. Or do you want to do it live or not? Like, how do I do that on YouTube? I used to do that on Facebook. Wait a minute. Backtrack. We rethink this scenario. I'll just post the video and you guys can comment and we'll give it time that way. And we don't have to do it live. There we go. And I'll do it. I'll upload it soon. Within the next 24 to 48 hours. That works for me. Because I have a feeling I'm going to be a little busy next week, coming up soon stuff too. So, yeah. So just pay attention for that video. We'll do a pick of something, right? I'll do a pick of something. I'll do it somehow that way. And you guys can, I'll even hold it up and try to make it a little more interactive for you. Or we'll do something out of that realm. Or what kind of crystal do I need right now? Ooh, that would be a good one. You guys could try to feel into my energy and tell me what I might need right now. I like that too. Ooh, I like this. Geniuses. This is beautiful. All right. So I like that. For sure. So pay attention to that. That's coming forward. But the word and the energy clearing kind of thing, it's associated with serendipity. So what the hell does that mean? How do we meditate on serendipity? Right? Watch me work. And so it's just a little quick, simple one I'll do for you guys. And then we will call it a day. Hey. Cool. All right. So that's the plan. And you guys, whoever plays gets to be entered. And I will pick the winner in a day or two. We'll give everybody time to play. And that way, it's not just people that have been in my workshops or anything like that. All you have to do is be silly with it and try to just guess something. But if you really try to tune in, you might be helping yourself along the way. Okay. Might be learning something. Hey. Because we all have the capabilities of doing this. And the more we do it, the more we grow spiritually, the more we grow energetically, emotionally, because we are setting an intention and we're allowing ourselves to tune in somewhere else. And that's really what it's all about. Truly so. That's really taking your consciousness and tuning it into something else. And so I love this challenge. You guys are geniuses. Air fives. Boop, boop, boop. I like it. Okay. So here we go into a little bit of serendipity love. I'm going to do just a little energetic serendipity. I don't know what that means. We'll go with it like I usually do. Okay. And then we'll send it out that way. Send a little light through you. Make sure you're all grounded. Okay. All right. Everybody rub your hands together like this. Even if just in your mind's eye. Okay. Just rub your hands together like this. I just want to break up energy. Even if you want to clap a little. I don't care how silly it is. I don't care what's going on. You don't have to be oh, right? That's not cool. What this does is it breaks up stagnant energy in your hands, in your energetic vessel, and allows you to be a little more open. Okay? That's it. Then if you put your hands like this, you're good to go. Just put your hands up. It's called receiving mode. And now you can even feel that energy around your hands and on your vessel. Feel the energy from the movement of your hands and how you just shook your own tree, basically. You caused movement. You caused disruption to the flow. Breathe into that feeling. Breathe into that movement within your body. Allow it to kind of take over. As I'm doing this a little differently. So the way I see this, you can close your eyes and just kind of focus on your breath. You can do whatever you want to do. The way I see this is I'm coming in front of you and I'm holding an energetic ball in your hands. And so this light from this energy ball that I'm placing in each of your hands is starting to absorb through the palms of your hands. I like this a lot. Allow this beautiful healing light energy this ball of divine light to start coming into your focus as it begins to rest in the palms of your hands. It can be as big as you want it to be. It can be whatever color you want it to be. I see it as that white translucent light, but it's whatever you need. It's whatever's for you. And allow this energy ball to start moving, associating itself with you, feeling into your energy, feeling into your breath. Paying attention to your breathing, slowing it down just a little bit. Slowing that breath down just a little bit, deep into your core, deep into your solar plexus, like right below your rib cage, deep into that area. And allowing your body to drop down even more. And as you do this, that energy ball that I have placed in your hands starts to absorb through your palm chakras that we just opened up and defuncted for you. Simple as that. And you're allowing this healing energy to go in through your palms, into your wrists, starting to absorb from that ball, seeing its magical embrace, allowing it to start to affect your breath in the most calming and beautiful ways. Feeling the chills on your body if you have them. Whatever your body does, observe it and say, hello, I see you, I feel you, I got you. And as this light enters into your arms, up into your elbows, up into your forearms, into your shoulders, and into your heart chakra, the word serendipity comes into play. Serendipity. Allow this word to start to come in front of you, kind of like dancing energetically in front of you. Seeing the letters. Don't worry about its spelling, just let it be. Serendipity. Allowing things to occur, allowing things to happen, what they call by chance or in the way that they're meant to happen, but for a happy and beneficial way. So allowing everything to fall into place for the best and happiest things. So instead of things are falling apart, things are falling into place. Serendipity. Instead of, I don't need this, I need this. What a beautiful embrace. Thank you for this guidance. Serendipity. Maybe a change in perspective with this really fun word we call serendipity. Allow those chance encounters to create magical movements at play. Serendipity. Allow the events that unfold to be for the most beautiful outcomes, no matter what those are. Serendipity. As each letter enters into this energetic ball, which enters into your body and into your heart chakra, into your energy vessel. Serendipity. It's kind of like chewing it. Serendipity. Chew the letters, chew the word. Allow it to dissolve. Definitely cleansing the vibration. Think about that word. So as you go about your day, place that word somewhere, serendipity, and see what it does. Literally. Well, this is kind of a stressful moment. I'm just going to sit back and go serendipity and see what the hell happens. See what it does for you, right? Call on serendipity. So I call on moments of serendipity. My intention is to see this word at play. All right. And then with that, I'm taking this light from this energetic ball and I'm allowing it to go up through your chakras and down through your chakras. Up through your chakras and down through your chakras. Moving anything that's blocking the energetic flow. I'm not releasing it, but removing it right now. It will release by chance on its own due to that, I'm sure. But allowing a straight line of energetic flow through all of your vessels, connecting you to the energetic flow, this new grounding movement. So let's take your cords and ground you to the earth. So, okay, there is some blockage. There's some painful blockage coming out there. We're going to ground you to the earth, each one of you, calming your energy. It's like some of you are outside of yourselves, like, boop, put you back in, boop. Just, I feel the need. I have to do this to, like, I don't know, energy bodies, just breaking up the shit funk, right? Just allow that shit to pixelate. Everything is what you want to think of it. If you want to know you're safe, that nothing can come into your bubble, then that's what's going to happen. Feel it, believe it, be it, and you're there. Serendipity. Allow everything to fall into place the way it's supposed to fall into place, because this is the highest and best outcome. Serendipity. Take that word and replace it in some places. Anywhere you can, anytime you think of it, write it down. See what happens. It's as simple as that. That's putting your consciousness on something, a positive focus, a different focus. It's allowing you to have a different perspective in moments at time as well. And that's very beneficial. Now, what did you do? You just dropped your focus into your palms. If you played along with me, if you allowed me into your space, you allowed energy to flow. You allowed things to be. You felt into something that wasn't in here. It was down in here. And it's simple to come out. You just start focusing in your body, focusing in your feet, allowing energy to draw up from the cords I just connected. Some don't want to connect, so it's like I really get them down in there. Now, this is a lot of energy you're going to pull up, so if you participated, just know it may definitely shift some movement. Have some movement shifts, some energetic shifts, okay? Emotions will come. It's just what happens. Things can get wonky to get better. And then I encourage you to try that with any word you want, with anything that you want. Just try what I just taught you. It's simple but powerful. And anybody can do it. You can do it. All right. So I'm just making sure you're all really kind of in the flow and doing all right. And then when you're ready, just come back into your body. Feel your toes, wiggle your fingers. Feel the earth. Imagine the earth beneath your feet. And open your eyes. Breathe into your body. And open your eyes. It's just like that. See? That was cool. Angela says, let's be dorky. I like that. Cool. Looks like nobody really left me on that one. Simple. I like that. That was a lot of fun. I feel like I've done that before with serendipity, but it's a lot of fun, and you can take it deeper. So you can spell it out in your mind's eye. You can allow each word to, like, if you want to get rid of it out of your body, I would like kind of imagine it coming out and dissolving, or you can imagine going in and allowing it to change things within your perspective, within your energetic field. You're so welcome. Yeah, it was just super simple. Aw, you're so welcome, guys. I needed that too, quite honestly. It felt really good and calming. And I definitely felt some pulls going on. So just allow, I feel like some people might get a little wavy because of that. Simple as that. Some people weren't quite grounded on that one. And so just be mindful of that, okay? You're so welcome, you guys. And every time your body goes awry, do that. Grab a word. Grab a word. Even love. Love is a hard one, by the way. Try it. Try love. I'm going to allow love to come into my energy like that and see what happens. See how quickly you might go, like, try it. And then you'll know if you're really struggling with that word, right? And if you really need to allow it to absorb. So it's a really cool tool. So utilize it. Try it. Seriously. See what it does for you. See what you can do for others with it. Yeah. And I think I have all of the messages going forward about kind of what's going on for the collective right now. True, we all have to stand in our truths. I feel like that is being forced. And so if anything you're not being truthful about, I feel like it's coming out for you. It is for me, and I feel like it is for everybody else. And we kind of got to be brave, because sometimes they're not fun to admit truths, but we have to be brave and know that it's purposeful and everything's going to fall into place and be okay for everybody involved at all times. Now, I've got some time off. I'm going to clean my house. I've got interviews up the yin yang coming, so I have a feeling I'm not going to have much time off. And I'm transitioning into working with a new group of kiddos, so it's a little exciting. In the meantime, my schedule will open up a little more too with that. So it'll be a 4-day on, 3-day off situation. And so I'll have 3 days now open. And so I'm going to fix that on the scheduling. And then keep your eyes peeled for this fun contest I'm about to put out and we're about to play. I think I like the fact that I want you guys to kind of maybe tune in and see what somebody needs. Or what's like what crystals in the bag. I like that a lot. The energy, tuning into the energy. It's going to be a lot of fun. And all you have to do is play. And I will pick out of a hat even. I can do like a little quick pick of a hat on one of those shorts. That's cool. I like that. So we'll do that. Okay. And then, yeah, we'll do that again too for the Patreon thing moving forward. And then this Saturday, for those of you who are on the Patreon thing, you will be getting your first love juice. That doesn't sound right, or that could sound wrong. You will be getting your first thing from me. I don't know what to call. It's kind of like a meditation, but it can go a few different ways. I don't know what that means, and so we're just going to go with that, right? Yay! Whoop, whoop. All right, so keep your eyes peeled. This sounds like a lot of fun and a great distraction. And there's other things coming forward, you guys, and so I keep feeling like this need to do like a weight loss healthy detox program. So yeah, that's coming. All right. For myself and for everybody. And how kind of cool is that? Like I can see fat cells. So why not, right? Let's give it a go. So that's coming forward as well in the future. So yeah, good things, good things. Thanks for not hating me, everybody, for my videos that I do and my weirdness and all this craziness that we are all living in. But try to deny it. I just dare you, and do the research. That's all I ask. So much love to all of you. If you are new here, I encourage you to watch all of the videos. Don't judge. Live in open energy. Love yourself. Love those around you. Be in peace and pay attention to the earth. It's your key to everything. I love you all. Mwah! Hasta la vista, babies. Bye. Wait, how do I end it? You're welcome. We'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.